Oleksandr Usyk's advisor, Sergey Lupin, has warned that Usyk will be even better in the rematch. Now, this is something which I've spoken about in previous videos because everybody seems to be focusing on what AJ can do to improve. But they haven't been talking about the fact that Usyk might actually be better next time out. At the end of the day, it was a fight away from home, in hostile territory, against the house fighter, and Oleksandr Usyk managed to outbox him and embarrass him, really, in front of his home fans. Just imagine what Usyk can do in a more favorable situation to himself. The caveat I'll add to that is that some fighters actually perform better away from home. And we've seen Usyk throughout his career taking scalps away from home many times, taking scalps on the road. It's the same in football. There are certain teams, for whatever reason, who seem to perform better away from home rather than at home. And in most cases, it will be to do with the pressure. When you're in front of your home fans, there's more expectation on your shoulders and you feel that weight. And this actually hampers your performance. So it all depends on the psychology of the individual fighter. One thing I will say is I remember when Usyk fought Chad Witherspoon, and that wasn't in the Ukraine. I think it was in America. But I believe there was a lot of Ukrainians in attendance. He certainly had more supporters there than Chad Witherspoon did. And Usyk did look kind of nervous for that fight to me, which was weird. I mentioned it in my post-fight video at the time. That was weird. It's like, why would you be nervous against Chad Witherspoon? And in fact, I think, correct me if I'm wrong here, people, but I think Usyk even admitted that he was nervous for that fight. Why would you be nervous for that fight? It's just strange. I don't know. It's interesting. So if that's not the case for Usyk in the rematch with Joshua, and we don't know where the rematch is going to be. It could be in the UK. Perhaps it'll be in the Ukraine. If it's in a place which isn't going to affect Usyk negatively, then there's every possibility that he actually will be better in the rematch because he knows what Joshua is now. He knows what he's about, and he'll be able to perhaps implement things which he didn't implement last time. He talked after the first Joshua fight about the fact that he believes he could have stepped on the gas and actually stopped Joshua at several points in the fight. But his team told him not to. They said, no, you're boxing well, you're in control of the fight. There's no need to go in there and take him out. There's no need to take unnecessary risks. But he clearly believes that if he'd wanted to, he could have gone in there and closed the show. Will that happen this time? Will he actually take Anthony Joshua out? Now, as much as Oleksandr Usyk can improve, Anthony Joshua can improve too. I mean, he couldn't have, he's not exactly like he can get much worse than what we saw in the first fight, right? In terms of offensively, at least. Defensively, I guess he could get worse because if he's coming in a lot more aggressive, he's liable to leave himself more open and give more opportunities to Usyk to hit him with something damaging. So yeah, defensively it could be worse, but offensively he couldn't be much worse than what we saw in the first fight. So surely Anthony Joshua, regardless of who trains him, will be more proactive, will take more risks, and will be more dangerous on the offense than he was last time. And perhaps Usyk will need to be better to be able to deal with that because he really didn't have to deal with it in the first fight. AJ boxed Usyk's kind of fight, keeping it long and technical, you know? So, going to be fascinating if this rematch takes place because the heavyweight division is, I don't want to say in limbo, but there's a lot of stuff going on right now with Tyson Fury, Dylan White's WBC arbitration, Will Fury fight White next, will he fight Andy Ruiz next in a non-title bout? Will none of those situations happen and instead Tyson Fury fight Usyk next and AJ takes step-aside money? Is there still conversations going on behind the scenes between Team AJ and Team Fury about a step-aside? I mean, I don't know. It's all up in the air. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. But specifically with regards to Oleksandr Usyk, do you think he's going to be better in the rematch? And what does that mean for Anthony Joshua? Does that mean that Anthony Joshua gets stopped next time out? Let me know.